getting this started off. Uh, After technical difficulties and all this other stuff. So, last time we left off, the group was inside the tavern, and Nocturne showed up with the unknown in tow, and you guys were questioning the little girl that was inside there. Up until
Wee homie.
the what?
I said my wee homie.
Yeah. Up until the point that the tavern was attacked by zombies and skeletons of all sorts, and you guys had to fight your way through them. You guys learned some surprises about some people that you thought you had known for a long period of time,
What's up, my dude?
and yeah, some things did happen. So, with all of that going on, you guys defeated the enemies that were out there, and ended up bringing everything back to safety for the meantime. And you guys decided to start trying to have a conversation, at which point Nerexus caused a very cruel joke to the young girl and to Vagnar. Uh,
Dick.
so Vagnar ended up walking outside and ended up hearing the musings of other creatures that were in the area and turned back to the party to say that we're not done yet.
Let's go clap some skelly cheeks.
Yep. All right, so you guys rushed outside in order to find the area around you. Night has fallen for the most part. There's very little natural light because of an overcast day. And all you're seeing around you is all that you're capable of seeing. Those with dark vision are going to be able to see further, but the couple of you that don't have dark vision shouldn't be able to see that far, and what you can see is pretty darkened up. So, like I said before we had even got started, if you guys do have any torches or anything like that, if you light them, I can add on a ring of light around you in order to help you see, if that is what you want to do.
Make Vagnar big weapon glow.
Before we begin anything of battle, is there any form of RP that you guys would like to do at all?
I don't know. I'm ready. Weapons are drawn, and I am scanning the area,
Okay.
waiting to see who wants the smoke.
You're ready and scanning the area, so we're moving into initiative already. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless anybody else wants to do something.
Is
No,
anybody
I'm
else?
I'm good. We combated inside. Vagnar came in, said there was we're not done yet. I walk outside with him, behind him, and I'm ready for battle.
Okay.
Uh, so we just hear them sort of like lollygagging about. Is that what we're hearing?
Oops, why did I get rid of that? Yep. So you could hear bones clackling in the distance as you believe something might have been approaching you. Vagnar, it is now your turn to do whatever it is you want to do.
I'm just gonna step a little. Well, maybe if I clicked on my icon. Um, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna take like a few steps sort of into like the little center right here. I'm just gonna look around and sort of clank my weapons together and just be like, "Come here, you walking tinderbox!"
Yeah. And what you see on the map is like legitimately what you see.
Okay.
So if there are the feetsies of anything that is around that you see somewhere over to your left, that you actually
Oh
see
shit.
the feetsies of something over to your left.
I do. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take some steps. Oh shit. Hello. Um, I am actually gonna stay posted up right here and let my more arranged party members sort of set up.
Okay. So that's the end of your turn.
Yep, just taking up defensive position, my dude.
All right. Hold on a second. I gotta bring up. I gotta remember how far this moves. Okay. And then this one. Some of the monsters are moving right now. You guys hear clacking and everything like that. What is this one? Skeleton. 3.
Curiosity has me. Is it a hag? Is that my dad? Hello? Oh shit. Ran away from me. Coward. Little beach.
Okay, so after hearing more skeletons moving around and more clackling of bones as it moves around, or what you believe to be skeletons because it was clackling of bones moving around, it is now Solus's turn.
Okay. Can't see much.
I guess I can't.
I move out with Vagnar here. 5, 10, 15.
Back to back, we stand an army of 2.
Do I have light today? Whoop, 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 whoop. Next. Character spells. There we go. All right. Which one? Object. 10 feet.
I was going to try to get some voice changers set up for this, but I didn't end up doing that. And remember, if you guys want to make like skill checks or anything like that during your turn, is the best time to do that, since you're not currently engaged with the enemy as it is.
Yeah. 20 foot. 5, 10, 15, 20. Fair enough. Okay. So I can't see very far. I don't have dark vision. Makes sense. There's lighting. I don't see anything in the field of vision, though. I look at Vagnar. Vagnar, bring your weapon closer. I'm going to enchant it so that it produces light, so that we might see these foul demons.
Okay, and you're going to have to tell me what type of light it is and how far, so that I can put that in.
First, I gotta see. Do you agree, Vagnar?
Yes. I don't really like stop scanning, but I kind of just hold my weapons out to you.
I can only do one.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know that. I am
Bright
ignorant.
light for 20 feet and dim light for an additional 20 feet. So you're putting that on him.
Yep.
Okay. I'm getting
On his weapon, yeah.
up. The light color will be a
chartreuse.
Yeah, not doing that.
All right, fair enough.
Be a little yellowish in color. Let's see if that works out. Or okay, it just looks like a sun. You guys are standing in the middle of the sun.
I am the sun.
That makes that something less painful on the fucking eyes, I guess.
So is this his weapon just glowing, or is it like
that works
a flame?
Yeah, it's good.
It's his weapon is glowing.
Okay.
I am Bright Boy. I am E.T.
He is generating light now from his weapon glowing.
After that, I ready myself and stand with him, waiting for them to come to us.
Okay. So, end of your turn?
End of my turn.
All right. So you begin to hear a whooshing of air as...
Is it refreshing here?
No.
Oh.
It like if you want to have like a feeling of the air, you'd have to roll something for that. What would you have to roll?
I don't know. That'd be investigation.
I didn't think that this question would pop up. Yeah, I guess an investigation roll would do with that. I had no idea you guys were gonna go with that question.
Let's see what this fucking air
what
is
did you
about.
Ask? If you want to like have a feeling off of the air,
hell yeah.
Like to feel like if the air is refreshing or like if there's a scent carried on the air or anything like that, roll for an investigation in order to see what kind of feeling the air has.
Yeah, 21, my dude. Bye-bye. Goodbye, daughter.
Is anybody else rolling for it or no?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't need to taste the air.
All right.
I shall
So
taste the air.
for Vagnar yourself, you smell the scent of death on the air, and it is very palpable. It is so much so the scent of death that you feel like you can taste the corpse that is emitting it.
Nasty.
And as you're coming to this realization, a screechy voice screams out to you. Same voice that you had heard.
Yeah, you too.
Same voice that you had heard at the end of last session, saying, "Oh, there's one missing. I see. We will deal with him after you."
I call him a cunt. I'm gonna be like, oh, you creepy cunt, come out!
Yeah, the unknown. I think the unknown is just gonna move up, kind of like behind you guys, because he himself is a mage as well. So yeah, doesn't want to get too far away
Right, squad.
from what's happening there.
Always
And
here.
now it's on to Nocturne's turn.
There's nobody in the town, right? Like I remember that from the last session.
You remember that there was nobody in the town other than the little girl. Everything that happened last session that you heard last session that dealt with you is going to be what you remember. So there was
Okay.
nobody in town other than that little girl that you found, or that was found, until the tavern was attacked. You defeated the enemies, and you heard Vagnar stating that there was more to come.
Okay, I want to move to the square. Just move me. Um, can I use a cantrip?
You can use whatever you want.
I think I want to use my sacred flame on the tree over here in the left-hand corner.
Go ahead and, like, if your pointer's selected, just click and hold on it.
I think it's a tree. It's a
So like it should
something.
create a beacon like what you see right there. Okay, this tree.
Yes.
Do you mind throwing that into chat? Just click on the name of it.
Click on the name of it.
Yeah, click on the name of the spell.
Oh, okay. Let me pull that up. I had it open on my phone.
For glory and honor, brothers.
You said it was Sacred Flame. I'm looking it up right now too.
Yeah. There we go. Now let me click it.
Okay, so Sacred Flame wouldn't really work on the tree because of the fact that it is an attack.
Are there no birds or animals in this tree?
No. Why would you want to be fighting the birds and animals anyways?
Don't. I just want to light the tree up so we can see better. That's the only goal I have is getting more light.
That turns out we're all blind as fuck.
Okay, you know what? You did.
I mean, trees are alive.
Okay, so that's I'd have to do a DC saving throw on a tree, which I think it would not be a 15, and it's 60 feet of.
Dog, if that tree dodges your shit, like, I'm sorry, but I think we gotta go.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done for the night. Pick up the girl and we're
Save
leaving.
saving throw, take 1d8 radiant damage. Okay, I'll throw down a little torch on here, and I will have it generate.
60 foot.
It is emitting 10 feet of bright light, 10 feet of dim light.
Oh, that was helpful. Fuck. Is it still my turn?
We'll use let me change color again too. Boop. There you go. It is creating 60 feet of dim light. I may have to move another, or not 60 feet, 20 feet of dim light. I may have to move another one over here because there is a wall that is right there for that.
Dog, my shoulders are peeling so bad.
Eesh. Okay.
Yeah, it's bad.
So that creates the light that you were talking about. The tree is burning. Congratulations, you're about to burn down the town. At this
Hell
point,
yeah,
I mean,
brother.
no, it's fine.
It's
uh,
fine. We're fine.
so like I said, you use a little bit of your movement. If you have any other movement that is left, you can utilize that movement, or if you have any bonus actions that you can do, you can use those because you've already used an action by doing the Secret Flame.
I think
Well,
everything I have is just an action. Well, maybe.
out of character.
Uh
The property value of this town is going to be tanked anyway due to the fact the entire town was presumably sucked into the void. So you're really doing it a favor by burning it to the ground. We can just, exercise the land real quick. That's way easier than doing houses, let me tell you. And then we can just rebuild from the ground up in a better, foundational structure here. Like, you're really doing everyone a favor.
Yeah, honestly, if we just start from scratch, we could probably make a pretty decent slumlord town here.
We could build our own castle.
Talking to my
We
other
could name it the Keep.
talking to my other
Yes.
group, like my other group completely understands that they are basically going to be the evil side of this same campaign. However, seeing the way that you guys roll, there is no need for an evil side of this campaign. You guys do it enough to yourselves to create chaos and evil that is just going to overflow into freaking everything.
We're
Does
really good at
in-
what we do.
Does incense serve any purpose? Like, is there anything special about incense?
They smell
I don't-
nice.
Yeah, they smell nice. You might get
Okay,
the
I was-
smell of death out of the air.
Word, I'd be
Eh.
helpful.
Yeah, no, I'll just hang on to it. I think I'm done. I'm
Okay.
content.
Pull up another monster sheet.
I think I need snacks though. Snacks would be nice.
Do.
Snacks are always nice.
Right?
Oh. Fuck off, Google.
So you see on the rooftop across from the burning tree as a skeleton ends up climbing up to the roof,
Fuck.
and it's just standing there watching you now.
I feel like I minorly inconvenienced him.
Said, we can see you! He said, oh shit.
It's 30 feet, 5, 10, or 30. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the end of
Apparently.
that. All the enemies are basically like at the end, they all rolled poor on their initiative rolls. So they're all like at the very end of everything.
Pussies.
Shoop.
Ooh, pizza sounds good. I'm gonna get me some pizza.
Zatsa.
And this one's gonna go. That was this one over here.
Do I want breadsticks too?
Yes.
All right, Vagnar, it is back to you being your turn.
Alright, let's fucking. Alright. So. Alright, they're approaching. I. What am I gonna do? I am gonna try to get in front right here. Sort of trying to block. My squishier friends here. And. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hang out right there, waiting for them to show up so I can start eating these damages.
Okay, so you do nothing else?
Yeah, I'll stay right there, being ignorant and yelling at them about how they're cowards.
Which one is zombie one? Okay, this one.
I shall not abandon my brothers. Yes.
This one.
Which I feel like is very typical barbarian behavior.
Okay, Solus, it is now your turn.
It's on my turn. Oh
Is it
no,
your turn?
there's people.
There are people. Well, they're not people anymore.
They were people at one point.
At one point.
Hmm.
One of them, if you like roll for it, might appear to be familiar to you.
Familiar to me. I don't know any.
Is this the man that you may have fed to the darkness?
I didn't feed no one to no darkness.
There is a possibility that one of them might look familiar.
And I also have no memories of guards that don't have names. So I'm gonna move forward. And I'm going to... Clacking, that's his name. I just see the acting part of his name. Because it's
Oh
shadowed.
yeah, clacking. Yeah, it's on
I'm
the
going
Acting.
to... I'm out of big spells.
Yeah, that's right. You guys had no rest.
I used my last fireball on freaking Vagnar.
My bad. But did you die though?
Nope. Actually, well, I shouldn't say I'm out of big spells. I'm out of large spells. I have a good amount of moderate spells.
Mid range. That's
10
alright.
foot.
We already went over this. We can fucking destroy this place and it would probably fix it up a little bit.
I need a measuring stick.
God, I
And
fucking love overalls.
how tall is this building?
I don't know yet.
Ooh. I hear a noisy noise.
It's about let's say 10 feet tall. From ground
10
to
feet tall.
From ground to where the very tippy top of the roof is. The skeleton is lower than that. I'd say he's about 8 feet off the ground.
That's perfect. I cast Shatter, right? How do I do that? How do I do this thing? I know I can do it. Give me a circle.
For Decepticons only.
Oh, I gotta do this. Yeah, right there.
That wasn't a circle. That was just an echo.
Huh?
That wasn't a circle. That was just a ping.
Yeah, I was just pinging where I was casting it.
Guys, you're casting it right here.
Yeah.
You mind throwing it in chat?
I mean, yeah, I'm going to. I just
Click
wanted
on
to show you
the,
where it
like,
was going
little
first.
Freaking
Ba, ba,
double
ba,
icon.
da, ba, da, ba. Right there. Nope.
Alright.
You gotta click on. There
Right
you go.
there. Instantaneous this time.
This
And not a minute
This is
cats.
a noise, right?
It is a thunderclap, essentially.
It's like my cheeks, dog.
I must succeed on what?
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw.
Also, any windows in the area are gone.
So I got a 10 on a Constitution saving throw. What did I need to beat?
15.
What did I need to beat?
15.
15. Okay. So the only creature that has ears is going to take your 3d8 damage. Let's go ahead and roll your 3d8 damage.
Nice.
Or wait, hold on. Thinking of that. Oh, that's saying any spell slots higher. Okay, never mind. So I am taking 16 damage on zombie number 2. Whoops, that was not his health. Why can't I? There we go. I need a calculator on the other computer. Because I'm bad at math.
I can't even read.
Okay. So as it happens, the skeletons in the area seem completely unaffected by it. But the zombie that stands in the middle, you'd see like as his body kind of starts to fall to pieces, he would be considered as bloodied right now.
Word.
Is that the end of your turn? I just clicked over to the next turn.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'd forgotten to ask if that was the end. So
Yo, you
begin
ever watch?
Good.
My bad. Nah, mine was dumb. It's not even related to the game.
Okay. You begin to hear the flapping of the wings again as the breeze stirs around you. It feels like it might be coming from a different direction now. As you hear the raspy voice saying, "You will all die here today."
Then show yourself then, you spooky cunt!
And it is now
I'm going to stay
the
talking
unknown's
shit.
turn. So the unknown, seeing that everything that's going on, is going to just well, let me look at like what spell he's actually going to try to use to see.
Well, while we're at this small interval, you guys ever watch those like videos where people make like chocolate statues?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching one of a giraffe right now, and it's fucking wild.
Have you seen the sugar sculptures yet?
I have not gotten to that side yet. Are
The
they also
sugar,
as dope?
yeah, it's like glass blowing, but with candy.
Okay.
What?
So he is not going to move. The unknown is not going to move. He's going to stay right where he is, and he's going to create a magic missile, and he is going to use it. He's going to hit the zombie once, and the skeleton right next to him twice. I don't think I have to roll for anything. I think I just roll my damage, right? Am I right about that?
Or? My bad.
Magic missiles. I think I just roll for my damage, don't I?
Yeah, I think it's like an auto hit.
Okay. So
Unless they can fucking dodge it.
I'll start with the two going towards the skeleton. Oh, that should have been plus 2. So that was 9 damage going to the skeleton. And then 2 damage going to the zombie.
Hell yeah, brother. So,
Okay. And he's just going to be like, that was one of my greater spells. I don't understand why it didn't do much. As he just stands there, doing nothing. Nocturne, it is now your turn.
Okay, I want to move. See if it'll let me do this. Here.
Let me get the D4 out of the middle of the screen.
And I want to ask how everybody is feeling health-wise.
I'm a little bit beat up, but like you definitely see like I got a lot of blood on me.
Cool.
Yeah, but you'll also see that I'm standing talking mad shit the entire time.
I want to use mass healing word.
My healing word is pineapples.
Yeah, the unknown is just going to tell you that I just have a scratch.
Yeah, and you're all full of shit when it comes to stuff like this. So we're going to use mass healing word on all 3 of them.
Okay, so you're healing, according to what you just rolled in chat, you're healing 8 healing to each person. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I can pick up to 6 people within a 60-foot range. So I want the unknown, Ragnar, and my brain just died. I've had alcohol. Yes. Basically everybody on the team.
Word. I'm looking it up on your sheet.
I
Yeah, it's to everybody.
Yep, I added.
Yeah.
No need to worry about Ragnar.
I feel reinvigorated.
The unknown just looks at you and says, "That was unnecessary for me, but maybe not for them."
I'm just. No, I'm not.
The unknown is like the moody emo kid of the group.
Well, I mean, he's at full health now.
Uh,
He's at 100% at full health now.
I was at 100% to me also, but I appreciate the effort, the thoughts.
thoughts and prayers.
Okay.
I couldn't remember.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So move on to this. We're moving on to the big horde of enemies that are going to move now. Where is this one? There he is.
I was about to be like, dude, if these guys don't move, like something's happening.
Why did you say? Or did you say you have to be at the ship today?
Yes.
Yeah, 21.
Is that just an engineering thing?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. At least our fucking new Chang has a plan.
I don't want to talk about. We don't have to talk about ship stuff. I just wanted to know time wise.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. No, we're good right now.
Okay, so the clacking skeleton is going to move up by the burning tree. I don't think he has anything ranged. No, he does not. Okay, so that ends his turn.
You can come at
And
white, though. There are snacks for you.
I need this one.
Oh yeah, brother.
Which one's skeleton 2? That's skeleton 1. Oh, there he is.
You know, seltzers kind of taste like soap.
Okay, so he's gonna
Soap?
move there.
Like
That's
They have
the
like
end
a
of his
soapy after.
turn.
That's weird.
I need this character sheet. I have to keep on swapping back and forth between character sheets.
All 15 of them.
Alright, so the zombie is going to move up as well a little bit.
My pizza's almost here.
Hell yeah. The undead brigade of bitches.
And skeleton 1 is going to move in.
Gasp.
Not me.
Skeleton
Oh, no.
1 is
Squishy.
going to make a melee damage or melee attack against Solus.
Huh. Apparently my shit talking did not work.
Does a 17 hit you, sir?
Yes.
Okay, then he does 5 piercing damage to you.
Not my piercing damage. Oh no.
Am I that drunk, or is short sword spelled wrong?
Are you changing the green circle if you click on your head?
I'm not
Looking
that.
at
Yeah. I'm looking at it. Yeah, it's
What?
definitely spelled wrong.
Okay, cool. I'm like, I've only had like 2.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
What's
See where
what's
I'm at.
what?
I changed it on the circle.
Okay, cool.
I'm now going to step away for a moment to use the restroom.
All right, Vagnar, it
Eat
is
yourself,
your
coward.
turn.
All right, dope. Here, one second. I just gotta check something on my weapon real quick. Because I forget if it has this ability. It does not. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna try my best to clap homeboy's cheeks. I'm gonna attack the skelly right in front of me.
Okay.
Okay. Oop. Oop.
Okay, and that was a 14 to hit on both, which hits him both times.
Cool.
And you basically just obliterate him. I mean, the dude only had 6 health.
Bitch. I don't know what the fuck you thought this was.
And he doesn't have any of the other abilities, so he is just dead.
Yeah, don't touch my friend. And then, if I can, for my movement, I'm going to step up. Oh, Jesus. Fuck! Alright, I'm gonna step up. To sort of get in between the everyone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell them, hey, step back.
You're telling who, hey, step back, everyone else?
Yeah, the casters. I'm like, hey,
Okay.
take a step back.
You might have to tell that to Solus when he comes back from the restroom.
Yeah,
Yeah. And that's the end of your turn?
that is the end of my turn.
Okay. I just got rid of this character sheet when I needed it. And this is not Zombie 1. Zombie 1 is right here. Boop. That's all he can really do.
Is die like a coward.
Alright, that's all he can really do as well. And we are down to Solus's turn.
Well, darn.
And it's funny, you just told them to step back.
Oh. No. Poppy, no. Alright, Unknown, you're at full health. Go get him, Tiger. He's a caster, right?
Yes, he's a mage.
Ah, nice. Where is my other tanky brother?
Not here.
God damn it.
I don't know what happened to him. Speaking of which, oh, that's showing my whole desktop. Why is that showing my whole desktop? That should just be capturing the window.
So, how's everybody doing?
Boop. This should be what you guys are seeing. Oops.
I'm
yeah.
like tapping my face, so I'm on mute.
Oh God, what did I just do? Stretch screen. There we go. Or I can do, instead of stretch screen, fit screen. There we go. So that way it doesn't look all wide and everything. And then get rid of this in the background. There we go. That's the wrong screen. God damn it. That's my
Gosh,
DM
diddly
screen.
darn. Where did we send our men off to? Anybody remember?
Why is this showing my DM screen instead of showing the other screen that I wanted to actually show?
So how many feet is each square again?
5.
5?
5.
Okay, I might have to end the DM screen. To get this to pick up the actual screen I want it to. But of course, it won't. There it goes. Now it's actually picking up the screen that I wanted to pick up. Ah, I love technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah? Well, I love you.
I know. Ah, God damn it.
Well, we are at this brief intermission. I shall now go get myself a glass of water. I shall return.
There we go. Now I got my DM screen back.
Breadsticks was totally the correct call to make.
Okay.
I'm back.
Yay. So
Was it my turn?
what you missed was Vagnar turned to you, walked in front of you because you got attacked by a skeleton that he obliterated. After he obliterated it, he stepped in front of you and he said, "Move back." And then zombies appeared up from behind you as well. Or skeletons. A skeleton and a zombie appeared up from out behind you.
Fair enough. All right. I step back because the wizard should always be in the middle. And
It's funny because most of you are wizards. Well, half of you at least. You and the unknown.
okay. Pull up the spell list. Bow, bow, bow. Spells. All right. So the other one didn't work. So instead, we will use. Whoops.
Jesus.
I clicked the wrong. There's 2 buttons, and I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah, one of them puts it in chat for like the explanation, and one of them freaking does it.
Okay. I use Scorching Ray on the 2 enemies in front of Vagnar. I split them up. 2 of them hit the zombie, and 1 hits the clacking skeleton.
Okay.
Or I'm attempting to do that, I should say.
Is the I was about to ask, is the 9 like to hit?
No, I didn't mean to hit that at that whatever I don't know what that showed up as.
That's
so
your scorching ray. It says 9. Like,
oh no, I know.
to
I
hit.
clicked that, but I was trying to read it, so I don't know if you want to just
Lost all of my monsters. Jesus Christ, you're kidding me.
I forgot my glass of water.
Give me a second. I gotta pull all the monsters back up. Pull the zombie back up. Pull the skeleton back up. Pull the clacking skeleton back up. That's all it's. Oh, I have a skeleton warrior as well. Pull that back up. 3, 4, 5 different types of enemies. Yeah. And then I need to pull up the unknown again. Okay. So you're hitting a zombie and what now? The clacking skeleton?
I am attempting to, yes.
So for the zombie, its armor class is 8. So if that is your, if that roll is like the roll to attack that you did initially, and it's a 9, that will hit. For the clacking skeleton, one target, make several. Yeah, so that 9 was your to hit. For the clacking skeleton is not going to hit. And you said you did how many towards the zombie?
2 towards the zombie, 1 towards the skeleton.
Okay. My delete button just flew off my keyboard. That's awesome. So many technical difficulties today. So you completely destroyed the zombie that was in the area, which I believe. Yeah,
Nice. He can eat my ass. As
that
well.
can go away. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
You said you stepped back, but I still see you in the same spot. Did you actually take a step somewhere?
Oh well, he is in front of me, so I assumed that I got moved back.
Oh no,
I
no,
moved in front of you.
He just stepped in front of you.
Oh
Yeah.
no, then I stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah, I was telling you, like, hey, let me eat it.
I was trying to roll with the role play there.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
Through a flutter of wings, once again.
What's it? Asswag? Swag.
Asswang.
No, it's a swagger now.
You begin to hear the fluttering of wings and the gust of wind that smells like death all around you as you begin to actually see the creature who has come up to fight you. If you guys go to your little character things, where your character sheets are, I will unlock it so that you guys can see it. Edit. Hold on. I gotta actually do it. Oops. It is now in all your journals.
Hey, I know this legend.
It's ugly.
Hmm?
This fucking creature. What is that? Is that its tongue?
Yes.
No, it's its spine. Well, it's got a tongue
Yeah,
and a spine.
its spine basically like comes out of its mouth.
All right. I no longer want this thing to eat my ass because it looks like it can do it very well, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about myself after that.
So as it flies up, it says, "You have only defeated small weaklings. Now you will fight a true emissary of Arvak."
Look, Coyote, go away. Go lay down.
And since Solus is right in front of it,
Oh no.
it is
You're
going to
bullying me.
use its harpoon tongue. Never mind, Solus is a little bit too far away. Well, actually, she still does have 5 feet movement speed.
I'm gonna point my sword at her.
It's still too far away. Damn it.
Yeah.
That was the end of the movement speed.
Get fucked. I'm gonna point my sword at her. I want to be like, you're not gonna be talking all that shit when I break those wings off in your ass.
Okay. The Azwang suddenly begins to look at you.
Hell yeah, you do. Get over here, dumb bitch. Let me eat you.
I think that was the end of... Yeah, that was the end of her movement speed. So now it is the turn of the unknown. The unknown, seeing the creature that was flying towards them, or flying towards you all, begins to tell you that this creature is a mythical creature, that there are very few of them left in existence, and they all serve very, very dark gods. And that you should be very careful when approaching them.
I'm gonna send them to their god, and they're gonna ask why.
He is then going to step on the other side of Nocturne, so that he is no longer in the way of like enemies that might be coming, because Nocturne is a little bit more beefy in like stature than he is. And he is going to... God, none of my higher level spells are actually like damaging spells or anything like that. He is going to use a firebolt on the Clackling Skeleton in front of him, just so that there is at least one route of escape that is larger, instead of having to go around the building underneath you guys. Boop.
You guys ever like go on the FBI's top 10 most wanted just to see?
Oh, I have to actually... Boop. There we go.
They haven't changed in a while.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he definitely hits. And he did 12 damage. And as he hits the Clackling Skeleton, it kind of seems like the Clackling Skeleton shrugs it off. You can tell that damage was done, but the Clackling Skeleton didn't seem to care. And that is the end of his turn. Nocturne, it is now your turn.
How close is this Ashwang to like the actual myth?
Uh,
That's what I thought. Okay, cool. I just read
I just pulled it up off of a D&D thing. I mean, it's got flaws and everything like that. You would have to like roll to see if you know like what it's vulnerable to, or you would have to try to see if it's vulnerable to what you think it's vulnerable to.
See, I just read the thing, so I know it would be vulnerable to this, but I don't know if my character would know. Well, no.
Your character would not know that.
Well, my thing, you had me do my... you had me do my character, one of the things I picked about me was that I study demons. So would I
Yeah.
know it?
I think you would.
I mean, roll for it. Let's see if you
Yeah.
would remember it. Roll a. That's actually a very good point. You would be rolling a, I believe, history check or no, an insight check.
Okay, so I click my thing, right?
Yeah, you click insight on your character sheet.
Okay.
God. This ain't from Filipino folklore.
Yee. I actually did a whole report on these things, so I might
Nice.
actually be useful. Okay,
Hell
let me.
yeah, brother. It's from
And
the Philippines. This thing's from the Navy.
I want to roll history or
Insight.
insight.
Okay, so yeah, I would say that you know.
Eat
Okay,
its ass.
I forgot that
so
this shows you the character sheet when I put it in your guys' journals too.
I quickly explained to everybody that Ashwang prefer children, newborn babies, the blood of fetal babies. They cause miscarriages and have a fascinations with mothers. Um, I choose to use my thaumaturgy to cast the sound of a newborn baby behind the Ashwang.
Okay. Make a deception check.
You can make me pull all that shit right back up again.
You're going to make it against the Ashwing's perception.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where there it says deception.
So you make the sound happen. A baby begins crying in the background. You see the Ashwing's head slightly turn, but not turn fully away from you. And then it just looks back at you smiling, saying, "That was a foolish measure."
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, let me look at my thingy thing because thaumaturgy is an action. Fuck, I just clicked on it.
Damn, that bitch ugly.
Action.
Oh, this thing has tits. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, no, they're terrifying. They absolutely fucking are terrible.
Yeah,
But
I'm zooming in on it right now.
okay, so
Yeah.
I to use my bonus action to cast spiritual weapon.
Okay, can you put that in chat for me, please?
Yeah,
Just
I
click
gotta
on
pull
the
my
click on the bubble, the chat bubble icon next to the name.
yeah.
Thanks.
I gotta get my shit back up.
I'm trying to find it on your
So
character sheet, but there's quite a bit on your character sheet, so.
Dog, I just zoomed in on the little girl icon you have. Why the fuck you make it so creepy?
Say what?
I just zoomed in on like the little girl icon, like you have for the girl. Like, why is she so creepy, dog? Like, I feel like you did.
That was just a quick find thing. I was like, okay. Okay, I found it. It is one bonus action. It takes. Oh, yeah, it only takes one bonus action to do. You can do it within 60 feet of you. So, where would you like to summon this?
in between Solus and the Ashwing.
What form of weapon are you having it take?
What are my options with it?
I just got rid of your character sheet.
This is going well.
Any weapon you want? Any melee styled weapon that you want?
Because I've played this enough to know the melee style weapons. Thank you.
Okay, just say a melee style weapon. You want it to be a sword, spear, a shotgun with no ammo,
Chancla?
a what?
A chancla?
A club.
Can it be a mace?
see what I have for that.
Why the fuck did my chair just crack? Daddy, no.
Oh, I have to buy that.
Daddy, chill.
Okay. So, boop. This knight will be your spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Remember, it is not actually a ghost holding the weapon, it is just a mace flying in air.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Why? What the fuck is that?
I will make it so that you can control that.
I can
Nocturne,
do it
save. Okay,
myself.
you can control that now.
It's a mace flying through the fucking air.
Well, it's just
shit.
it's just a spectral mace basically flying in the air.
Yeah, I know, that's funny. It's a good cue to make me laugh.
Okay. So, am I allowed to tell the guy stuff still?
If it's quick, because you already used a little bit of time to speak, you got to remember each turn is about
Right.
6 seconds in length.
All right. So I quickly shout that it cannot go into a residence without an invitation, and that it's sensitive to sunlight. And I let them go for it. Fuck it up.
Everybody rip the welcome mats off.
Whip your what off?
The welcome mats.
Oh. Okay. So that's the end of your turn?
Yeah, I got pizza to eat.
Okay.
Huzzah.
Skeleton.
Satisfaction.
Alright. So the Clacking Skeleton is going to move up to engage Vagnar.
Come at me.
And it is going to use its multi-attack against you. Wait. Why did that just go that way? I should have rolled to actually attack. So 1 bite attack and 1 d4 with its claws.
Satisfaction.
Okay, so 1 bite attack. Does a 21 hit you, good sir?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so its bite has dealt 3 damage to you.
Okay.
And its claws have dealt, what was the claws at? 3 as well. So you get 6 damage in total.
Alright. I got it.
Does the bite actually hit? I should have rolled the bite first. Okay. That is the end of his turn. Now, let me bring up this page. Gotta switch back and forth on pages. 5, 10, 15. Okay. Another skeleton moves up from behind the buildings and is going to make a short sword attack on the unknown. And I do believe a 21 is going to hit the unknown, so I'm not even going to look that up. And it is going to deal 8 damage to the unknown. Radio. And Vagnar, it is now back to being your turn.
Yes. I'm going to attempt to clap the Skelly's cheeks. And I'm just going to shout, "The fucker bit me!"
Okay, both of those are going to hit for, what is that, 25 damage?
Yes, obliterated.
Not quite.
Yes, but I did slap my cock on its forehead.
It begins to fall to pieces in front of you. It looks very badly damaged, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. But it still stands there in front of you, defiant.
Can I kick it?
I mean, as an RP purpose type thing, you're not going to end up doing anything to it because you already made your attack.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Moving on.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Alright. I gotta bring this one back up. I keep on having to bring them up and lower them because... Oh, wait. Why is that there?
Well,
Oh,
that's what we're.
there is still a zombie alive. I thought there were no more zombies alive. I got rid of the zombie page.
Smoke.
All right, bring that back up too. Boop.
Throw it back now, y'all.
Okay.
No hops this time.
The zombie is going to move up to Nocturne and use its slam attack to attack Nocturne.
Oh, cute.
I'm sure a 24 hits you. So that would deal
probably.
14 damage.
Damn. Stop rolling good.
And I know you're on your laptop, so I'll edit the green scare for you.
Thank you.
That brings you down to 31 life. Okay. And then it is the Skeleton Warrior's turn. Where the fuck did his page go? There it is. The Skeleton Warrior is going to stay where it is. And since you are within 150 feet, it is going to roll at a disadvantage to use its longbow to hit Solus.
Jesus.
No.
So that is a 16. Does a 16 hit you, good sir?
That's close. Let me check. Just a heads up. Since I popped mage armor. Like, oh, what just happened? Did I do that?
Did you do what?
Oh no.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, nothing. I used mage armor like at either the last session or the session before that, and since it's only been like 20 minutes since that actually happened,
well, if it was the session before, that was the day before. Like you guys were in.
Oh no, I popped it before we started the fight. And when we were upstairs talking, and then we heard stuff going downstairs. I used mage armor before we went downstairs.
Okay, yeah, I'll accept that. So your mage
it's an
armor
8-hour
is still
spell.
Active. I'll accept that your mage armor is still active.
Which is what I'm going off. Normally my AC is 11. So my AC becomes 13 plus Dex, which I am struggling. There we go. I don't think I have any dexterity. No, so 13. So yeah, no, it hits. Never mind. I thought I had more dexterity than that.
So
you actually have none.
It will deal you 10 piercing damage.
How much was it? 6?
Huh?
Owie.
Huh?
10 piercing damage.
10?
Yes.
Are you trying to kill me?
Yes.
I'm a wizard.
I know.
Ouchie.
And he knows. And the Aswin
It might
knows.
as well be my entire health pool.
Yeah, you're at like 13 health right now.
Yeah, I'm dying. I'm bloodied.
Okay, and that is going to be the end of his turn. He is going to stay where he is. Solus, it is now your turn.
Rude.
You know,
All
we
right.
didn't
You squishy boy.
anymore.
Where are these people at? Bells. Oh no.
You running out of spell slots?
Useful spell slots.
Everything's useful. You just gotta be abstract with it. The only reason I've survived this long.
Hey, Casey, did you try the citrus one too?
Not yet. No.
Okay, I might grab the citrus one and try that.
Okay.
Wait, who shot me?
The skeleton warrior all the way to the right. Yep,
He shot me?
Yes.
Impressive.
He has a short bow. And because you're within the 150 feet, that is the range of the short bow. The short range of the short bow, I rolled at disadvantage and rolled a 16 still for him to arc
I do
a
that.
bolt.
Yeah.
So it wasn't anything like, oh, I'm just gonna cheat the fact that he hit you.
No. I
legit rolled at disadvantage and still hit you.
I did hear all of that. It's just impressive.
Quite
impressive for a man.
I could have sworn I was going to miss.
Yeah.
Especially with a man without eyeballs.
Yeah. We should recruit him for our side.
True. You'd make a better unseen servant than my servant.
Sure.
Let's go with let's see. You said they're weak to sunlight. I can't make sunlight unless you want to be technical, and sunlight is just fire, far away.
And we do have a burning tree.
I mean, I'm a fire wizard, so
Romancer.
how long does this last? Up to a minute.
Yeah, it's about as long as I am in bed.
Oh Jesus!
I can confirm that that's not true.
Oh yeah.
I really don't think I want to know how you can confirm that.
I mean, we lived together for a while.
You do what you gotta do, no judgment.
We gotta do that.
Okay.
I'm in danger.
You've got a spectral
getting
weapon on one side, 2 tanks on another side. You've got a mage that's damn near surrounded by enemies. You're the one that's in danger.
You say that, but I literally just got shot. So yes, I am in danger. I'm literally fully surrounded and still got shot. So yes, I am in danger.
You are the squishiest individual in this party.
You, as the DM who has tried to attack me 4 times now, just tried to laugh off that I'm in danger? No.
Well, I mean, the
tried to
unknown
get-
is technically squishy too. He's just a higher level.
He's just not being attacked by you. I got attacked by the
was
zombie, the
attacked by the
skeleton, the
skeleton.
Aswang, and then the other skeleton.
He is trying to eat your ass right now. No.
True. There's all the evidence is there.
The mage must die.
There's 2 mages, and one of them's not even a person. Anyway. Who's the greatest threat here?
Apparently
me.
me.
Well, I can't kill you, so...
Me if I get mad.
That's very true.
Just irritate the piss out of him. You'll be fine.
5 feet.
I'm a wolfy boy.
I guess we'll just go for the main threat here. I would like to cast Burning Sphere in front, right in front of the weapon and in front of the Aswang.
So between the weapon and the Aswang?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hunker down behind Vagnar, and I'm gonna mumble to Vagnar, watch my back. And then...
That's the same thing as Flaming Sphere?
Flaming Sphere.
Burning
That's
Sphere.
It is
Okay.
Flaming Sphere. That's the one I'm casting.
All right, so it's 1 action's time frame, a 5-foot diameter sphere, so it's just going to take up the block that's in between the Aswang and the spectral mace.
Yes.
Okay. You can put like a circle there if you want to, or I can do it.
Let's see. Boom.
Okay. So the
Bada bing,
Aswang,
bada boom.
the Aswang sees a sphere of fire appear in front of it.
True. And
Bada
it
bing,
takes-
bada boom, biggest stick in the
Yeah.
room.
Is it up? Casting time 1 action. All right, so it is up. So it's
Yeah,
got to
just
make a
1
dex
action.
throw.
It's not on the Aswang.
I know, but it's within 5 feet of it.
5-foot diameter sphere.
Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere. Or I guess ends its turn.
Yeah,
Never mind,
I
take
didn't
that.
end a turn within 5 feet of the sphere.
True.
Well, you know what they say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
So, yay for not doing anything.
I feel like that's why the baby has such high divorce rate.
Thanks. Oh my god. The Mr. Mushroom, thank you for the follow.
Come in, what's up?
I had a howl
Anyway,
on my
as a bonus action, I move the spear on top of it.
Hello.
This is
Oh
how
my
I'm
god,
gonna
how
get.
do I...
He's gonna get tired of me real quick.
Oh Jesus.
How do I...
Aw, jeez. Oh gosh.
I can't mute
Boom.
myself in Discord, so you're probably going to hear me as I talk to chat too, because somebody's in chat.
Chat. Hello, chat. I love you.
Hello, Dad. Did you come
Anyway,
back
I
from
ran the
wall?
sphere into the thing
You already
as a bonus
cast the
action.
sphere.
Yeah, as a bonus action, it says you can move it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can move you can move it up to 30 feet. But I'm still not ending my turn inside the sphere or within 5 feet of the sphere.
Yeah, but it's touching it now.
Okay, what does
That's
it say
true.
about that? I'm reading it right now.
I don't know.
I
As a
mean,
bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, the creature must make a saving throw. I just ran the sphere into the creature.
Against
not
the
to
sphere's
mention,
damage. Okay, okay, I will take that. I will take that. What? It's a dexterity saving throw from the Azwang. Let me pull that one back up.
the small wing.
What does it need to beat? Because it just rolled a
15.
12. Okay. So it takes your damage, which is 2d6. So go ahead and roll 2d6.
Wop, 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 wop. Oop. Bummer.
What was that? 5?
Oof. Whatever. It still got slapped in the face by a fireball.
Basically.
That was the main goal. Basically, someone's just bitch slapped it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, there was bitch slappiness happening.
Yeah,
So
bitch slapped
that
by a
was your
fire.
bonus. That was your action. Do you intend to
Yep.
move at all?
Nope. I mean, it doesn't
Okay.
matter. I'm within range of my bows wherever I go.
All right. So it is now the Azwang's turn,
Small wing's turn.
and you just bitch slapped it with a fucking ball of fire.
I don't want to hear your logic. You tried to attack me earlier when I didn't do anything to it, so you're gonna attack me no matter what. So.
So basically, what it's going to do now that you just bitch slapped it with a ball of fire, is it's going to come over here and attack Vagnar.
Hell yeah, you are. Eat my ass, bitch.
I thought you said you didn't want that at this point.
Uh, yeah, that's
Kings
fair.
are shame.
Yeah. Please don't eat my ass. I don't know how I feel about it. Kind
So
of scared.
it is going to
Scared he's gonna
use
like-
a multi-attack, and the Azwang, when it uses a multi-attack, only one can be the harpoon tongue, and the other one can only be claws at that point. Or I can do 2 sets of claws if I so desire. So I am going to do. I'm actually going to do 1 harpoon tongue against you, and it's probably not going to hit because that's an 8.
Yeah, no, my ass is safe for today.
Okay.
For this moment.
So now it's going to roll for its claws, and that's a 9 now. So it probably didn't hit again. God damn it.
Ooh, I'm out here juking.
Okay, so it just flew up to you and did absolutely nothing, basically. That would have
Parried.
been quite a bit of freaking damage. Damn it. All right, it is now the Unknown's turn. Let me bring up his profile.
I have a question.
Ah,
Actually, no, I'll just wait till my turn.
all right, I haven't seen that this archer in the background is really screwing with people, really fucking certain people over. It is going to shoot it in the face. Oh, I roll with 2d10 because he's over 5th level, isn't he? What level is he at? He's at 7th. So yeah, I would roll with 2d10. Make a ranged spell. Okay, I have to actually make the ranged spell attack throw. So I have to go boop. And it should have popped up as 2d10. Yep, it popped up as 2d10. So that is a 17 against the Skeleton Warrior, which I'm going to pull up his shit too. Skeleton Warrior 16, so it just barely hits and does 6 fire damage to the Skeleton Warrior.
We all agree
who is
we're
not weak to that.
well, we all agree that when this is all said and done, we're buying the land to this place and we're just gonna build like a medieval apartment complex, right?
Yee.
Well, I mean, you're already starting to burn down the village, of which, oh, by the way, the fire is spreading.
Nice.
Nifty.
If you think about it, we're technically committing property fraud because we're tanking the value of this town so that way we can buy it.
Sure.
I think that's a form of fraud.
Matter of perspective.
So, yep. The corner of the house is now on fire, too.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. That is
That
it
reminds me of
for the unknown's turn. He's not going to try to move away or anything. Nocturne, it is now your turn.
I want to do this thing. I think I just saw it in chat. I hope I did. No, I did not. My brain
You did not put anything in chat.
That.
Turn undead. As an action, you present your holy symbol. Must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails the throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. Okay, so yeah.
Where's the stick?
What do you have to roll anything, or I just have to make a wisdom saving throw?
I don't know. It should
Oh, okay.
affect all the creatures. I think they're
I
all.
just have to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell DC, which I am pulling up. Your spell DC is 15. So within 30 feet of you, all the undead must make a. That's all of them. Okay. Is the
Stick and twist it!
Is the Aswing considered undead? So
Yeah,
it's a wisdom saving throw, right? Yeah, wisdom saving throw. So this is for skeleton number 2, since skeleton number 1 is dead. It failed. Skeleton number 2 has to run away from you. This is for the clacking skeleton. I don't have saving throw for wisdom on here, so I'm just going to have to do a wisdom throw. The clacking skeleton is good to go. He doesn't have to run away from you, just the skeleton does. The skeleton warrior. Oh, that rolled a disadvantage. I'm sorry. Let me re-roll that again. And your spell DC was what?
15.
15. Okay, so the skeleton warrior and the skeleton have to run away from you.
We got to check the Ashwing.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the Ashwing now. It is a medium undead, so yes, it is undead, and it is a wisdom saving throw, of which it does not have to run away from you. So only the skeleton and the skeleton warrior will be utilizing their turns in order to run away. Everything else is completely fine.
Did we do the zombie?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Zombie.
Zombie.
Zombie. Wisdom. The zombie must run away as well. So the zombie, the skeleton, and the skeleton warrior must spend their turns running away from you for 1 minute.
Cool.
Is that the end of your turn?
No, and it's for 1 minute or until they take damage.
Correct.
So, I want to use my spiritual weapon to attack the Ashwing because that's a bonus action. So what do I need to do?
Let me check. I think you just make the attack roll from the spiritual weapon. Bonus action, 20 feet, creature within 5 feet, the weapon can blah, 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 blah. I think you just click on the name of the spiritual weapon. If I'm correct. Not the big red letters, but the one that highlights the gray letters that highlight when you scroll over it.
There's no letters, sir. There's nothing there. I can't click anything.
Okay,
It's
I
just
did
a
it
thing.
for you.
Thank you.
It did it at 24. And it does 8 force damage to the Ashwing.
Got bitch slapped again. This thing's.
Why can I? Oh, I'm on ruler still. That's why I can't click.
Did
Okay.
anybody write down who's like running away from us now, just so we keep track of it?
I know off the top of my head it's the skeleton, the zombie, and the skeleton warrior.
Cool.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. It is now the clacking skeleton turn. It is not scared by what you did. So it's, if I can pull up its character sheet, there it is going to do another multi-attack against Vagnar. So it is going to do its bite. And that is a 21 to hit with 5 damage, which I assume hits you. So its claw is also going to come across and do 4 more damage.
So is that 9 damage?
Yep. How is it 4 damage? Like I see, do you guys see a 4 and a 1 on the screen for the dice?
Yeah.
But it says 4 damage in the chat.
Interesting.
That's weird. Okay, well, I mean, it's saying 4 damage, so you're taking 4 damage.
Alright.
I guess Roll20 is just weird like that.
Roll20 is kind of weird.
Okay, now we're moving on to the skeleton, which, yeah, is feared. So it is going to try to run away, but as it tries to run away, the unknown is going to take an attack of opportunity on it with its quarterstaff. Boop.
Oh.
It is going to go for 16. Where is Skeleton? There it is. That's going to hit. And it deals 3 bludgeoning damage to the Skeleton. And Skeleton is weak to bludgeoning. That just doubles the damage, right? So
Yeah, I think so.
it would be 6 damage total. Okay. So in doing so, he killed the skeleton. So the skeleton is now dead. All right, and say again.
I said I can accept that. That was using my thingy and then him just backfiring it.
Yeah, he only had 6 health to begin with, I think. The skeletons and the zombies are really weak. Vagnard, is now your turn.
Yes. I will have one of my attacks go to the skeleton, and my other one go to the Ashwang. So this one for the skeleton, and this one for the Ashwang.
Okay, hold up. I gotta bring up. Let's start with skeleton. No, that wasn't the skeleton warrior. That's clacking skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh, everything was skeleton in its freaking name. So the first hit was a 16. Why is there 2 hits on the second hit?
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. The first hit was an 11 to the clacking skeleton. The clacking skeleton's armor class is higher than that, so you are not going to hit it. The second one is a 17 to the Ashwang. That is going to hit, good sir.
Yes.
So the Ashwang is going to take 10 damage.
Yes, sliced open.
And that was hello. I hear something else.
That was me. Ignore it.
Okay, that was you. Thank you for the follow, Kathy. Let me see here. I'm trying to still look at the Ashwang. What type of damage is that? That's with the long sword, so that was the slashing, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and it's not vulnerable or resistant to that at all. So, all right, cool. Is that the end of your turn?
That will be the end of my turn.
Okay. So we now go on to Zombie 1, which is also feared. Zombie 1 is going to attempt to run away from Nocturne, but as it is right next to Nocturne, you can possibly get attack of opportunity if you so desire, as it tries to move away from you. Do you choose to make that attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay.
Let it run.
Okay, so it's going to run over here next to its skeleton warrior buddy. That's all it's going to be able to do. So now it's the skeleton warrior's turn. The skeleton warrior is also feared. So it is going to move away as well. Boop. Okay. I'm just trying to see how much time would have passed at this point. Solus, it is now your turn.
Huzzah. All right, I'm still concentrating.
Upon the completion of Solus's turn, just for your guys' information, a half a minute would have passed.
I move it right there.
You move it right next to the Ashwing.
Yeah, next to that and the skeleton. I don't know if you want to do anything with that because I would have had to move it through the Ashwing to get it there. So I'll let you decide with that one. I did move it straight there. I'm not ramming, like I wasn't putting it on the Ashwing, but I don't know if there's some, I don't know. I can't see what else is there. You know what I mean?
There's nothing else really there. It's just the Ashwang and then the other side of the building.
Okay.
So yeah, I would agree that you would have had to move it like basically through the Ashwang, in order to do that. So, what is that I have to roll for? It's a
Dex throw.
Dex throw. It rolled a 10, and what did I need to beat?
15.
15. Okay.
Nope.
And what was the damage it took? Okay, there it is right there. So it took 10 damage. I'm going to say that as the fireball went with it, it moved it as well. And the Ashwang is going to cry out in a loud screech as it says that it will return and turns into a ball of black mist.
Huzzah.
Nifty.
If I can, there it goes. It's gone. I could delete it off the screen for some freaking reason or another.
I don't know what the fuck he thought this was.
Can I get everybody to throw a if you're good at magic, go ahead and throw Arcana. If you are not good at magic, go ahead and throw Perception.
I'm one of those people.
Okay. Definitely someone.
Got it.
Perception.
Mhm.
Oh! Nice.
You need to turn off your advantage or disadvantage, sure. Just go ahead and click it back to normal at the top.
Who?
You.
You.
Solus. You rolled with, I think, advantage.
Oh.
Because it
Sure
highlighted
did.
the
So
21.
we uncheck the blue mark.
No. Don't
Nice.
uncheck the blue mark. It's just at the
You
top of your
noticed
page. It says
nothing.
advantage, normal, or disadvantage, and normal should like be in red letters in order for you to
Okay.
be rolling normal.
And I need to do Arcana.
If you are good at Arcana, you can use Arcana. If you are not good at Arcana, you can use Perception.
Oh shit, my perception's way higher than my Arcana.
Okay, you can use
That's
that
cool.
instead. Okay, so for Nocturne
Hell
and
yeah.
Vagnar, as it disappears, you begin to see the dark mist kind of start floating towards the unknown before it fully dissipates. As for Solus, you did not see that at all.
I shout very loud what I saw.
And
I was like, it's heading toward the unknown.
the unknown is just going to look around like, what do you mean?
The mist, brother, the mist.
The unknown, well, let me see. Is he confused? What would that be? Like an insight? Yeah, insight.
Nice.
Okay, so he understands what it is that you're trying to say. And being that it is his turn next, he will try to move to avoid it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Is that the end of your turn, Solus?
Yes.
Okay. It is now the unknown's turn. And it is going to juke down here. in seeing that the zombie and the skeletal warrior are running away, it is going to try, or he is going to try to attack the clackling skeleton that is currently harassing Vagnar with a firebolt. Hit Mike. I don't know. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. That's why. So, boop. It does 17 damage if it hits. Which, that's not skeleton warrior. Where's the skeleton? Clackling skeleton. Boop. It does not hit. And that's basically all he's going to be able to do. So, Nocturne, it is now your turn.
I am gonna do this thing. I had an open spell space.
Okay. 5 healing for everybody in the area.
Yeah, everybody in our party.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So go ahead and give you guys back 5 health.
Does that count on me too if I use it on everybody?
I
it
believe
doesn't-
so.
Yeah.
Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range get healing. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
I feel like I'm a creature.
I think if you choose yourself, yeah.
if you choose yourself, I feel like you would be able to.
Yes, can I do that too, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your max health? So I'm not pushing you above your max health here. Your max health is 45, so I'm not going to be pushing you above your max health. So you are now at 36.
Yay.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, or you want to go chase something down?
I want to use my bonus action to attack the clackling skeleton with the spiritual weapon.
Okay, so the spiritual weapon. Let me double check on that, how far it can move and everything. I am not on the right page. Spiritual weapon can move up to 20 feet. So if you are attempting to attack the clackling skeleton, it will reside in the same space as the ball of fire that is sitting there as well.
I mean, it's a spiritual weapon. It's not like it can catch fire, right?
You would think.
You would think.
You're talking smite me.
Say again?
You're talking like you're gonna smite me, and I.
Is that what you want to do?
Fuck it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if it catches on, then I'll be on fire and attacking the skeleton. It'll be fine.
Okay, so it moves over next to the skeleton, and it is going to attack. I keep on putting away your character sheet, since you can't really hit it. I will. Boop. It is swinging for 11, which is going to miss.
Huh.
All right. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I watched the unknown.
All right. Go ahead and roll a perception check as you watch the unknown.
Let me pull my thingy thing back up.
It's funny. I'm doing like half the stuff for you, and you're doing the other half.
Teamwork. Okay, let me find perception.
Okay. You saw the unknown step out of the way, and that was really it. You lost sight of the mist that was going towards him, nor can you really tell anything else about what's happening with that situation.
Okay, I'm done.
All right. It is now the clackling skeleton's turn. And he is not feared, for one. He is going to do another multi-attack onto Vagnar. And that Vagnar is standing right in front of him still. 21 hits. God damn, he's rolling a lot of freaking high numbers. So that's going to be 6 damage. for his bite and 4 damage for his claws. Once again, it says 5 on the screen and it says 4 on the
Yeah.
freaking chat.
That's weird. So, 10
Yep,
damage?
10 damage
Oh.
altogether.
Oh, shit. I accidentally changed my shit to have 10 health.
Well, I mean, that's okay too.
There we go. I'd rather not have 10 health right now.
Okay, and that's the end of his turn, so it is going to Vagnar's turn.
And I'm going to clap his skelly cheeks.
Okay. The one with 12 hits. The one with 8 obviously doesn't.
Yeah.
So dealing the 8 damage, it just falls to the ground as a pile of bones in front of you.
Word. I am going to turn my happy ass and start chasing down these zombies. So I'll move 5 feet and can I make it all the way up to him? Ooh, I can. I'm gonna run all the way up to the zombie.
Okay.
All right, and that would be the end of my turn.
Okay, so the clacking skeleton's gone, right? Yeah. Getting rid of some of these character sheets I don't need anymore. The Aswang is gone. I don't need that anymore. I just need a zombie and a skeleton warrior
So,
in the unknown. Okay, I'm good.
for my next turn, do you think it would be possible use my axe like a little hook and sort of rip the zombie down?
If you roll high enough in an RP purpose, I'll allow it.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably do something like that next turn.
Okay. So it is currently Zombie 1's turn. And it is still under its fear. So it is going to run 20 feet away from you. 5, 10, 15, 20. It is trying to get the heck out of there. And then it is the Skeleton Warrior's turn. And it is still going to be under its fear. So it needs to try to move 30 feet away from you. Boop. So he goes all the way up there. And it is now Solus's turn. As the fire begins to spread just a little bit further.
That's fine.
We're fine.
Oh no, all the zombies are left my sight.
I mean, you just see me hauling my big ass about to turn a corner.
Yeah, but I can't move me circle. I dissipate my circle. Yeah, clicky click.
Clickety clackety. I roll attacky.
Okay. So you
And
dissipated
then
your circle down.
I move slightly. Boop.
In the direction of the raging fire that is spreading everywhere.
I ain't afraid of fire.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. Don't let it burn down the house that has the little girl in it.
House is over. I mean, the fire's to my left. Good.
That would be very, very silly.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Solus?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do. I'm gonna say that's the end of my turn. Also, Vagnar should be glowing. He's still got light on his weapon.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's
It
got
just looks, the shadows look weird.
Yeah, he's got a glowing thing that's going around the corner of the building. You can't see it because you are not him. So it is
Fair
now
enough.
the unknown's turn. And the unknown is going to follow Vagnar and chasing after the shit that's running away. He moves how far? 30. Oh hell, you can get all the way over here. Okay. Da, 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 da. Will his firebolt reach 120 feet? Yeah, it'll reach. So he's also going to firebolt the zombie. You know what? 120 feet. He might shoot towards the one that's further. Yeah, he can reach that. So he's gonna try to shoot the skeleton warrior.
Hell yeah.
And that is going to be a hit for 4 damage. And that is the end of his turn. Nocturne, it is now your turn.
Seeing the mist go towards the unknown left me unsettled. So, low. Where did it go? I just saw it. I want to do this.
Detect magic.
To try and find out more about the mist.
Okay, well, number 1. Okay, he's within 30 feet of you. And
I already-
so is Solus, and so is your weapon, and so is one of the zombies, and so is Vagnar with his glowing sword. So, yeah, you're sensing a lot of magic around you.
But it says around any visitor object that bears magic. So I should be able to see something around each individual thing.
Okay, so yes, you can sense a presence of magic around the unknown.
He himself is also inherently magical.
Correct.
Well, and
If you were to turn to
about it.
Solus, you would see a field of magic around Solus as well.
You missed the bottom part that says the spell can. You learn about its school of magic, so I should be able to tell if there's a difference between mist and the unknown.
Okay, yeah, no, I got you. That makes sense.
So I didn't see that part. I did not see that part at all.
Interesting.
You sense. What's the magic called? What's his magic? You can sense evocation around him a little bit, but you sense necromancy. A lot of necromancy.
That's
Which is
All
what
right.
you yourself would portray if
Right.
anybody ever viewed you through this, since you know so many
And that is-
necromantic spells.
And that is not what the unknown is stepping in. So
Say again.
I said that's not the unknown's thing, is it? From what you said.
You wouldn't have any knowledge of this.
Okay.
You've only heard of his exploits by this point, and you've only seen him use evocation type magics.
Okay. All right. Let me look at something.
So this might open up a conversation later.
Let me see.
Did Van ever message?
Um,
Oh.
well, he also has kids, so he might have fallen asleep.
Yeah, he might have.
Yeah. What's the show? Must go on, brother.
Luna, you should watch a show called Centaur World.
Centaur World?
It's on Netflix.
What's it about?
Centaurs.
Huh, I don't know.
What are you doing now?
Okay. I was just reading.
Okay.
I want to move behind Ragnar. How far can my spiritual weapon move?
Your spiritual weapon itself, as a bonus action, can move 20 feet.
Okay.
Which each block is 5 feet long.
So it should be right here.
Sure.
Cool. I'm done.
Okay. Fagnar, it is now your turn.
Okay. Oh, that's obviously gonna be 5 feet. Okay, and then where's our? He's at like the edge of the light. Okay. I am going to run all the way up there, but as I pass the zombie, I'm gonna like try to trip him up with my axe.
Okay, so dash and slash would be a ability
Okay.
that you would have to take in order to do that. If you decide to move and then attack and then move again, your attack is over.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it all the way up there in one go either way.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna stop and just do a really strong like cut with my axe, trying to knock him down.
So you are
And
particularly trying to knock him down, not kill him.
yeah, I'm just trying to knock him down so that way he can't keep running. I'm just gonna like straight up under slash his knees.
Okay.
And I assume he's already a gangly, uncoordinated zombie, so just right in the back of the knee.
So being that you said that and everything, since you're like not aiming to actually deal damage and to do anything major, and a 10 is enough to hit, I am going to utilize half of your damage in order to knock him down, and then half of your damage is actually going to deal damage.
Okay.
And he is now considered prone.
Nice. And then I'm just gonna keep running. I think up here was my 40.
Okay. And that would be the end of your turn.
That would be the end of my turn.
Okay. So zombie 1 is... I always forget, is it movement or action in order to get up?
I think it's a movement.
Isn't it like half movement?
I think so.
Okay. So he's going to use half of his movement in order to stand, and then use the rest of his movement to begin moving back towards the unknown. Because he is no longer feared at this point.
Right.
And the skeleton warrior, no longer feared as well, is... God damn, that would still be a freaking disadvantage attack. Like, even if I shot at soulless, it would still be a disadvantage attack.
Wait, we clearly know you can make it.
Because like
Expert archer over there.
the short range on this is 150 and the max range is 600, so you have to be between that, right? In order for it to be like, wait,
Yeah.
yeah, it would have to be over 150 but below 600 in order to be a non-disadvantaged attack.
Yes.
Okay, so at a disadvantage, he is going to try to shoot the unknown. And that is a 16 to hit. The unknown is hit by that, and it is going to deal 6 damage to the unknown. That is the end of his turn. Solus, it is now your turn.
Guess I follow. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 20, 20.
On an unrelated note, does anybody want any wasabi sauce?
Fuck no, baby.
It's so much wasabi sauce.
I end my turn just because I moved the full length to attempt to see, catch up to everybody.
Okay.
And I could just barely see, so I'll end my turn.
It is now the unknown's turn. And the unknown is going to attempt to. Oops, that's not what I wanted to click. Firebolt once again on the zombie that is running towards him. And it's an 18, which is going to hit, and it's going to deal 8 damage.
Good, Doc. Shit.
Anybody that is looking towards the zombie will see like the zombie looks like it is absolutely falling apart right now. And having seen that the zombie is running towards him, he is going to move 10 feet back. Nocturne, it is now your turn.
Okay, let's see what I can come up with. Make you question your choices again.
What the fuck?
Angry dogs.
Angry doggo.
Mm-hmm. Very grump.
Much sass.
No, I don't want to cast that. I just want to see what it does. Let me see the thing. No.
Ow.
What'd you just do? Why are you in pain, brother?
Yeah, pistachio shell.
I just want to move here. And now that I can see 5, 10, 15, 20. Not what I wanted to click. I want to use this on the zombie.
Sacred Flame.
Yeah. Set all the shit on fire.
Target must
Let's set
succeed
everything on fire.
a dexterity saving throw. Okay. So on the zombie, you said?
Yeah.
Dex save is
Zombie
15.
use
It
houses.
does not make the dex save. Go ahead and roll your 1d8
children.
radiant damage.
Do I just...
Well, no, it would be 2d8 because you're level 5, right?
Yeah.
You should just be able to click. There you go. 4 damage. Okay. Joop. The zombie is gone as it smolders into burning ash.
Hell yeah, bro.
And how far can my spiritual warrior move?
20
Spiritual
feet.
weapon?
It can move 20 feet.
15, 20. There. Now I'm done. I'm content.
Okay. You left a little bit of a glowing flame there where his body is burning. Vagnard, it is now your turn.
Alright, so this is our ranged attacker, right?
He has ranged attacks, yes.
Alright. I'm going to straight up football linebacker this dude into the fucking ground.
Okay, do you have an ability to football linebacker him into the ground?
I mean, I'm a big ass dude. I'm pretty sure everybody understands the concept of running into somebody and throwing them down.
Over a short 10 feet distance?
Well, you keep in mind, I've also been running this whole time. I started running back here after the zombie.
But not this turn.
Yeah, but I didn't stop run. I didn't stop and sit there like, yes, this ground is very groundy.
Have you ever seen Viva La Dirt League's D&D logic videos?
No, but I also think, Logic. Regular human logic should apply.
All right. Well, I mean, try it, and we'll see if I allow it. It's the
It'll,
only thing you can do.
wouldn't it just be like a normal, like straight up strength check?
You can get up to him and roll a strength check. Against.
Why are we
What would it
being
be for
difficult?
him? Dex, maybe. Would it be Constitution or Dex?
It'll probably be Dex because he'd be trying to get out of the way or like avoid.
Or it could be Strength versus Strength.
Yeah, I think it would probably be strength versus strength if I just
Okay.
run up to him and I just try to lift him up and slam him. All right, I'm rolling strength.
Okay. Oh shit, he's still rolling with disadvantage. Fuck. Sorry.
As you should. For being ugly.
So you run up to him and try to bat him, and he pulls his shield up and just kind of bats you with his shield.
He had a shield. Wait, he had a bow out.
He's got a shield, sword, and a bow.
Right, but he had the bow out. That requires 2 hands. He would have had to drop his bow and then pull out
He's
a shield.
also been running away for a few turns.
Yeah, didn't he also just fire an arrow at somebody?
A few turns ago. Oh wait, no, that was the last turn that he fired an arrow at somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, well he just pulls up his bow and slaps you in the face with his bow, deflecting you.
Boop.
Either way,
What,
he deflects you with his superior strength.
I would not call it superior strength. I would say he got lucky.
And you said you moved up next to him, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm right up in his fucking grill.
I'd still see you like behind
Oh.
him.
My bad.
There you go. All right, so I will consider that a bonus action if you still would like to take an action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him.
I believe you can only hit once because you already used your bonus now.
Yep.
24 is definitely going to hit. And it deals 10 damage. So he is very falling apart. Looks bloodied.
Very well.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn. Nothing left I can do.
Okay. So moving over to his turn, he is going to grab out his longsword and put it into both of his hands so that he does not have his shield in his hands. And I do not believe I can make an attack after I switch weapons like that, right?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. So that is going to be the end of what he can do. We are back to Solus's turn as the fire
Huzzah!
begins to spread again. But something a little bit more fearful, the fire is beginning to spread somewhere you didn't want it to as well.
Shit. Somebody better go in that fucking house and get that little girl out.
Oh shit. Put the wrong one again, my bad.
Wait, what are we doing, Red?
Apparently my turn.
Ah.
I'm looking at spells while the fire spreads. I
Oh,
thought
oh,
White
yeah.
was
I got rid of the.
adding
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, not... Because it was silent for so long, and I was like, wait, did I lose him?
Hmm. Okay, well, I thought I do. I specifically took spells to put fires out in case I start fires that I don't want to. But I'm out of spell slots, so that's a bummer. Where did you say it was spreading that I didn't want it to?
It's
I'm assuming you
starting to
meant-
spread to the tavern.
which is the building I'm next. That's the one we started at, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like it's got the little girl in there, man.
Oh, I can't. I just can't see the. I'm gonna move my character just because I can't see the fire from where I'm at, but I should be able to, even though because it's dark. Right?
Say what?
Did you put the fire on the tavern?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fire is on the tavern. It's on the other side of a wall, though. It's like on the other side of the tavern. On the
Oh,
other
okay.
side
I
of
was
the slanted roof of the tavern.
okay. I was confused. I was like, I feel like I should be able to see fire in the dark. um. Well, since I can't see that it spreads there yet, I go 5, 10, 15, 20, and then I see the fire, and I see no more skeletons. So I go 25, 30, back towards the door.
The door is here in the corner.
Yes, I'm out of movement speed now. I guess I end my turn, but I quickly shout, "The tavern's on fire. The girl's still inside."
Okay. It is now the unknown's turn. And the unknown, having heard you shout this, and the belief he has right now is that there's only one enemy left because he like was still around the corner, I believe, when the other zombie was obliterated. And there are plenty of you, is going to run to the tavern.
Same.
Okay, so he gets inside the tavern. I'll move him.
Oh, I guess I could have sprinted, huh?
I'll move him off into the distance.
Forgot you can do that.
And you begin hearing him shout for the little girl. Newly added to the turn order, the little girl begins screaming. She's crying out in fear and absolutely screaming. Nocturne is now your turn.
I want to move here.
Are you going inside as well? You just saw the unknown run in there.
Nope, I'm not going inside.
Okay. Is that all you're doing? Is
Bye.
just moving to the tavern?
You think that's all I would do? Come on now. I'm gonna do this and project my voice into the tavern to help get the little girl out to give directions.
Okay. So your voice booms inside the tavern that the unknown is already going into, yelling and screaming for the girl.
Yeah, but she doesn't trust the unknown as much. She was sketchy with him. So having a voice that played her music may get her trust and may help her get out.
Okay. Is that where you are ending your turn?
I'm done.
Vagnard is now your turn.
All right. Hearing the commotion, I'm just gonna try my best to finish this guy off really quick. I'm gonna fucking boom, boom. 24 and a
Oops, my
14.
bad. That wasn't meant to go out like that.
So 20 damage.
24 and a 14. Skeleton Warrior 16. So yeah, 6 would hit.
All right. 6 damage.
The Skeleton Warrior appears to be doing very badly. And it is now his turn. Now that he has his longsword in 2 hands, he is going to use it to attack you. Hold on a second, I gotta remember how this works. So it should be,
Okay.
this is 2d8. So that first number is if he is one-handed. The second number is not a plus, it's if he's two-handed. So that would be 2d10 plus 2. Yep, so you are taking 17. Oh, no, wait, he only hit for, or rolled for 6. So he's missing.
So, how much damage?
0. He only
Oh.
he only rolled a 6 to hit you, so he's missing.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, this when I attack with him, it rolls dice all over the screen because it's a choice between one-handed or two-handed.
Yeah. Alright.
So that's going to be the end of his turn. Solus, it is now your turn. As the fire begins to spread a little bit
Well,
more.
Nocturne ran in, or not Nocturne. The unknown ran in, and Nocturne's in front of the door. So I realized that it'd be foolish for multiple people to run into a burning building to save one person, when the building isn't that big. Seeing that they have it, I move over to the side of the building and to see if there's any more enemies, because I didn't actually confirm that. I just assumed that the rest of the group would get it while I went inside. So I go right here. I then proceed to look for enemies.
Here, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go make myself food. I got shake super bad.
Okay. All right, so yeah, I don't know if you can actually see it in front of you, but if you can see Vagnar in the distance, all you see is Vagnar fighting against the one skeletal warrior.
I cannot actually see him. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
don't
if
see
you
anything.
can't see that far, you can't see anything. Alrighty.
But I don't know that, so I still keep in preparation that we're under attack. But that I am my turn.
All right, you end your turn. It is now the unknown's turn. He comes rushing out of the building with the little girl in his arms. And smoke is still billowing off his clothes, and he is panting a lot.
Makes sense?
Does anybody say anything about that?
I can't see him from where I'm
yeah,
at.
you can't see him, but Nocturne's like the only one nearby.
I'm just watching,
Okay.
assessing the situation.
Okay, so as it moves over to the little girl's turn, the little girl kind of snuggles her head into the unknown's chest, and she appears to be crying. And Nocturne, it is back to your turn.
I pat out the smoldering spots of his clothes and look at the little girl and make sure she's okay.
How are you looking at the little girl?
With my eye.
Well, I'm asking if you're using like a spell or anything to look over the little girl.
No, it's usually pretty easy to spot if someone's in danger after smoke inhalation.
Okay.
So,
make a medicine check. That's right. There's a
that's
check
a
for
thing.
that. Yep. There is a check for that.
I feel like you do this to spite me at this point.
Well, you got to realize back in medieval ages, they didn't really know that smoke inhalation was a big bad thing. Oh, wow, you got a 20 on it. Okay. So you can see that she is not really doing that well, but
Okay.
like she's not in danger or anything like that. It's nothing that a short rest isn't going to cure from her. She has no actual injuries from the flames or anything. It just appears as if she breathed in quite a bit of smoke. So
Okay, I have an
being out in the air is what's going to be best for her.
look at I might have an idea.
And I
Thank you, let me
will
get
consider that a bonus action for that.
I will consider your mom a bonus action.
Oh, shut up.
My computer is so slow.
That happens.
Where even is the thing I am looking for?
I don't know. I closed a lot of your stuff to like make your character make your spell sheet smaller, so it might be closed.
What does a blessing do?
You bless up to 3 creatures of choice within range whenever a target makes an attack roll. Can add a d4, so it just helps them with attack rolls.
Cool. I want to bless her because it has been a hectic time and she can use it.
She's making attack rolls sometime soon? Jesus. You're throwing this
Well,
child
no.
into combat?
She is
They
now
have
my
a
daughter.
Never mind. I thought it was if she was being attacked.
No. It's
Or say
yeah,
it
or
says
saving
or
throws, or saving throws. But you would have known by your medicine skill check that there's nothing wrong with her. That time's not going to heal. She's not going to have to do any saving throws for anything.
okay, fine. Yeah, I guess I'm done.
Okay. Vagnar, it is now your turn.
Let's bitch slap this baby boy.
So many things are opening up in my mind.
Whack.
So many very devious things. Okay, so 17 and 24, both those are going to hit, and that's 23 damage. Okay. Do me a favor and make a dexterity saving throw.
Of course, I just shut my character sheet. Where's my dex? There's my dex. 14.
You got a
Not bad.
14. So you are going to take half of this damage.
Nice.
So it's 4 damage. You take 2 damage from the skeletal warrior exploding in your face.
All right. I start immediately hauling my ass back to the tavern.
Okay. We are currently out of initiative. That was all the enemies that were there. So you guys can move into an RP thing. So, with the dabblage done and the enemies destroyed, there are still 2 raging fires that are happening around the city. Does anybody attempt to take care of that at all?
How bad are they now?
Well, the one in the tavern has taken over maybe like a third of the building, and the one that's across from the tavern has taken about half of the building at this point. I would say the tree that was originally on fire is burned down.
Okay.
Wait, do we still have a bunch of guards?
Where are they?
Yeah, there's guards rushing out of the buildings and everything, being like, "What happened?"
Bucket Brigade. I immediately start using my prior military experience to order or get the guards into some form of bucket brigade to
Well,
save
I
the
mean,
tavern.
your current military, but all right. So the bucket brigade. Let me roll for this. They're gonna be successful, but it's gonna take a little bit of time for them to take care of it. Not
Yes.
not really a super amount of time. It's just it takes a little bit longer than you feel like it should have in order to take care of it. However, since you asked them to only worry about the tavern, they only put out the fires within the tavern. They are not worried about the building across the street right now.
Yes,
Unless you
I that's why
specifically
I
call it.
wanted to focus on one building at a time. That way we can, prevent at least a building from going down. We can worry about the second one later. Once the tavern is done, I then direct efforts to the surrounding buildings of the other building, not the one that's on fire because it's probably gone at this point. I make sure it doesn't
Half
spread.
of it's on fire.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just controlling that one.
Yeah. I just want to, keep that one controlled.
Jesus. So they are not able to contain the fire all that well, and the nearest house to it, which is going to be the purple house beneath it, the fire is going to spread to that purple house that is down there. I don't have any more fire icons because I have to turn on dynamic lighting for that, so I'll just move that down there.
Okay. Well, then we, keep following it. Keep doing our best.
Yeah.
Nothing else we can do.
Nope.
Wow, we're really fucking this up, huh?
So fire begins to spread to the tree that's over here too. So just about all of the red house building is on fire that was initially on fire, and now probably about a third of the purple house building and a tree that is next to the purple house building is now on fire.
Oh, wait. I have an idea.
Do you have like control flame or something?
No.
Mm,
I
very good.
have spells that, like I said, I'm out of.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot. We just got.
Oh, wait.
Uh, kind of tired of seeing like everybody run around and like totally be inaccurate. You'll notice that the unknown steps up to the burning building with the red top, and sticks out his hand. And as he sticks out his hand, you see a burst of chill or a burst of cold, blue air come out of his hand, and it puts out the fires on the rest of the tree that is left and the red top building. But he has not put out the purple building or the tree behind it.
And I'm not gonna say anything, but at the same time, like, it takes a while to get a bucket brigade. He could have definitely done that like minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna see him do it, and I was like, I'm just gonna stare at him, and I'm just gonna look like the rest of the party. I'm gonna be like, are we serious right now?
Okay.
Anyway,
After
I
finishing
then
that
see.
one, okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, seeing him do that, I don't spare the time to like say anything to him. I then immediately start directing efforts towards the other buildings, or the building that is still just caught on fire, that just started.
As they start going that way, in order to do all of that, the unknown walks over there and does the stuff out of his hand again, and puts out those fires as well. And then he comes back over to you.
I'm just gonna sit down and just start picking bone fragments out of me.
All right. As the unknown comes back over to you, you can tell that he is fatigued after that.
Yeah.
I also take deep breaths in like fatigue of having helped with the bucket brigade
Yeah.
and having the fight on all that. So I don't say any word. I don't say any critiquing things.
He said, "I don't be petty."
I just, I find like a place to sit down and like rest and just take a breath.
Those
Yeah, I'm gonna.
those who are able to know magic stuff, so this is for Nocturne and Solus only. If you would like to, you can roll an Arcana check to see what it was that he did.
Sure, because you brought it up. I would have just assumed he used some form of spell that DM powers have, but
I asked the little girl if she's doing okay.
The little girl's kind of still snuggled up to the unknown. She hasn't really gotten out of his arms yet. And
Oh.
she just kind of looks over to you and nods her head.
I watch
Yeah.
Solus and then ask the unknown what he knows about necromancy.
Solus would know that the spell that he ended up using had a necromantic edge to it.
well, to each their own. I'm
To be precise, he used Chill Touch in order to do that. I know that's outside of what Chill Touch actually says you can do, but he used Chill Touch in order to put out those fires. But you would just know, you wouldn't know exactly what he used. You would know that he used some type of necromantic ability in order to do it. And Nocturne, you're asking the unknown if he knows anything about necromancy?
Yeah, I'm more worried about what I sensed earlier during the fight.
He looks at you kind of puzzled, and he says, "Oh, yes, your powers are from your god, aren't they? Well, for mages such as myself and Solus over there, magic is something that we have to learn, we have to study, we have to read. And we tend to read all that we can upon these things. So, of course, there would be times at which I would try to learn things outside the norm that I was usually able to do. And he kind of
Like-
gestures towards the burning house, and he says he'll tell you that what he did was a bit of necromancy itself.
Like controlling the mist of the ashwang or having it go towards him.
Call him a nerd.
He'll look at you slightly puzzled again and be like, "I did not see this mist, but your warning towards me was the reason why I attempted to avoid whatever it was that you were talking about."
If you couldn't see it, how could you avoid it?
You said it was coming towards me, so I moved away.
I did shout him.
It's the right direction to move away, though. You could have ended up stepping into it.
And if I did, I seemed to be unaffected.
Hmm.
And what were you saying, Wagner?
I'm gonna get up and sort of walk into the tavern. I'm assuming the tavern's like, not like it's out now, so I'm gonna walk in there.
It was a small portion of the tavern that ended up burning, so it's not really all that bad. It was like the back rooms and the kitchens that ended up burning. The upstairs still looks okay, though certain areas you feel like you wouldn't trust your weight to it. The downstairs, like the opening and everything, the tables, the chairs, and the actual bar areas seem unscathed.
Okay. I'm gonna go behind the bar. Is there any alcohol?
There is, but it is warm to the touch.
I'm gonna. Is it beer or is it like strong alcohol?
What the fuck?
Okay, so you're coming over here. I guess everybody's walking inside the tavern, so the little girl is gonna sit there.
Yeah.
She's finally climbed out of Nocturne's arms. God,
You mean the unknown?
I need to turn off this. Hold up. Turn off dynamic lighting. Okay.
All right.
So Wagner and Solus, you guys can move yourselves to where you are. The door is here on the left that you would have entered through.
Okay. I just climb my happy ass over the bar, and do I see any like liquor, like strong stuff?
You see a few things that are in there. The circles
Okay.
that you see popping up are the areas that have fire damage.
Okay.
And if you look at the second floor, the ones with circles are like where you wouldn't really trust your weight to.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do I find anything like hard?
Roll for investigation.
I don't know why I clicked that. All right.
So yeah, you find some things that are sufficiently high in liquor.
I popped the cork on one, and I just pour some into my wounds where the bone fragments went in.
God, I see what you're talking about with that Coke one.
See? I
That is
told you.
really not good.
Ragnar, you see any bottles of wine over
I look around. I assume I find like some wine bottles or
Oh
at
yeah,
least one of these casks.
wine is very easy to find. Like if you're looking through the casks, that would be like casks of beers and ales, and hops and stuff like that. But there are bottles of wines on shelves and everything that are very easy to notice.
Okay. I grab.
Bring me one, friend, when you have a moment.
I set the liquor down after pouring it in my wounds.
The
I
unknown
grab-
is- Go ahead. Go ahead.
I grab 2 bottles of wine, and I scoop up one of the sort of like mid-sized barrels of beer, and shoulder it, and just walk to the table that we're at.
Before you begin walking to the table, you'll hear the unknown just call out, "Give me the hardest thing you can find."
I pick up what I poured into my wounds. So I got 3 bottles in one hand and case of beer in the other, and I set them down. And I just sort of pop the top and I pour myself a little pint. I just sit down and I take like a very long sip, and then I just sort of look around. I go, well, that could have gone a little better. Also could have gone worse.
It could have gone a lot worse. We all breathe. But where is that runt?
I take a sip and I go, which one's the runt?
The short one.
Oh,
The one that made a fool of you.
I look around and I go, I don't know, I'm somewhere being a dick to someone.
He's probably pissing scared in the basement.
Said, that is true. We did not check the basement.
The unknown begins to look around and says, if there is a basement, it would be in the back for an entrance, and that probably isn't safe anymore.
That
Look
sounds
at-
like our problem.
I look at him and I look to where I'm sitting. I go, I'm not standing up for a while.
He takes a swig of his drink, kind of winces as he does, and he says, I don't think I will either.
Yeah.
As the
I-
girl kind of scooches her chair closer to him and kind of like wraps her arm around his.
And I go, and there's still the matter of what else we have to do. Said we need to report our findings back to the Queen. We need to. There's a lot to do.
What we need to do is sleep.
I would agree.
I agree. I am completely drained of all spells. Before we do anything, I would very much like to regain them.
Yes.
Same.
I understand that there are many soldiers that were helping you fighting the fires, not knowing why none of them came out to help us with the battle. However, maybe you could arrange them in a duty rotor to stand guard just in case there are more attacks.
Yes, that's a good plan. We will have the... I look around. We might have to find a more securable building, though. This one seems like it could fall over at any moment.
I look at Solus and I go, we all look like we're going to fall over at any moment.
As I said before, looking around the building, it's only like the back areas that are really damaged. The area that you're currently in is unscathed. And it's
Yes,
perfectly
no, I mean,
structurally
half the
sound.
building could possibly have a hole in it, and that's terrible to guard. So it would be easier to find a building that doesn't have half of it burned down.
Yes.
But it is a building that's right in the middle of the village.
Even worse.
That's even better because it's easier to defend somewhere in the middle.
We just got surrounded in the middle.
Yeah.
That was an event that took place.
I sigh and tell them they're all paranoid and we just need to rest.
We do need to rest.
Okay. I shoulder my cask and I look around and I go, how about we just go to the building next door that wasn't on fire?
As you begin shouldering your cask, like the unknown is trying to get more out of it and everything, and like you see him trying to slip the cork back in as you're standing up.
I sort of like pause like awkwardly and I go, we'll grab another.
I
Like,
tell
hold-
them we can't even manage to pour a beer. Why would we move buildings?
He does not succeed in getting the cork back in. You're
sort
too
of-
tall and stood up too fast. He couldn't follow it.
I just sort of look at the beer, look at each other, and I go, man, today sucks.
The unknown shrugs and just says, "There was more casks back there, right?"
I go, yes, there was, and I just set that one down and go back, and I just shoulder two, and I go, I'm going next door. I'm gonna drink at least some of this, and then I'm going to sleep.
Would it not be wiser to just sleep under the stars at this point?
I go, you might be right, but also, after an ass kicking like that, I'm sleeping somewhere warm.
I
Yeah,
shake
no.
my
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I shake my head and say the little girl's been traumatized enough. She doesn't need to be shit on by a bird in the middle of the night.
As you're saying
Yeah.
that, you see that the unknown was like looking at his clothes to be like, "What ass kicking?" But then nods his head in agreement to your sentiment of getting the girl inside and somewhere to actually sleep.
I have an arrow in me.
Yes, that might need
That,
to be looked at.
that thought just occurred to me.
Luckily, we have a
Uh,
healer.
yeah, the healer's healing stuff is all used up. So for now,
Jesus.
through the
If I had made
arrow.
that just a little bit harder, if I had, I don't know, brought in maybe.
It's
Oops.
okay. It's okay. I have battlefield medicine, which will tend me until tomorrow when you have your spells back.
That's fine. We can roll with that.
And then suddenly.
So I give instructions to
The Eater of Worlds appears.
well,
Oh, okay.
that will raise some difficulties.
That will make this patching very rough.
You went from a CR3 at the highest to a CR7.
I use
Might
that
be able
roll
to do it.
to bind my wound
Okay.
until as a temporary thing. I obviously I'm still
Yeah.
hurt, but
So I assume Nocturne and maybe the Unknown helped you like position
yes,
the
yes,
dressing in place and like helped you
help
out
me.
with all of that. But it's very effective. You are able to uh, close up the wound and everything with the bandages and patches that you're using in order to make it so nothing really all that major is like pouring out of you anymore.
And I decided to take everyone else's advice and actually not change build-ins because I'm too exhausted and hurt to do that. So I give some quick directions to the guards on, whoever their regular sergeant is to do post a watch for the night in the building. And then I go up the stairs, keeping to the left of the building, and I pick this one, and I cast the alarm spell in the room, so I will be awakened if anything were to enter the room that I deem, and I rest, and that'll be the end for me today, or at least for this. What's going on right here. You guys can finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the fireplace. I'm gonna break a few chairs with my axe, and I look around at our casters and I go, "You guys," is like, "We're gonna have to start this fire the old-fashioned way, aren't we?"
Give me a second.
Maybe.
Uh, the Unknown looks at you and just kind of sighs and says, "I think I have one more in me." As he
Yeah.
reaches out his finger and a bolt of fire comes out of his finger and lights the wood on fire.
I go, "Thank you," as I begin to lazily smash up some chairs to feed the fire, and just sort of just lay down with my beer, taking occasional sips of it by the fire.
Is this little room with the water in it a bathroom type thing on the left hand side?
On the like left hand of the first floor,
Yeah.
Yeah, like right here.
I think that it's meant to be.
Okay.
We can call
So
it that.
I'm going to talk to the little girl and see if she needs help cleaning up and getting changed and get her ready to go to bed.
She'll just nod at you and follow you in there.
Okay. Yeah.
You all of us, such good parents.
Oh. The unknown, sitting by himself, will come over and join Wagner.
Yeah. Just lying there, looking at the fire, occasionally throwing one in there. I'm just like, yeah, yeah. Today was rough,
To say the least.
and I finished the rest of my beer, and I look around, and I just grab like most of the wood, and I just throw it into the fire,
Are you trying to
and
start a
I
full fire in this place? Jesus.
no, and then I look at him, and I go, "Am I the only one that sees the comedy in the fact that we just lit a fire in the fireplace of the place that we just
The unknown
and
just gonna look at you and just be like, I'd rather not think of humor like that right now.
I just shrug my shoulder. Shoot yourself. I'm gonna I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I just close my eyes.
Okay. As you close your eyes, the unknown is going to go up to a room for himself as well and begin to go to bed. Nocturne, as you are cleaning and changing the little girl, go ahead and roll a investigation check as you are doing so.
Fuck, I gotta find my thing.
Okay, you notice nothing.
Okay.
You're able to clean and dress the girl without noticing anything untowards with her and can continue on from there.
I
All right.
lead her to the and then pick one for myself.
What room would she pick?
Probably this one. Like the one right below mine.
Well, the door is like on a completely opposite side. So it might be easier if she takes this room and you went over here to this room.
Okay, whatever.
Because it's like doors right across from each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone goes to sleep. Solus and Nocturne, if you would please roll me a perception check, I believe it would be.
You hear how fucking loud I'm snoring?
No.
Ooh. I'll
There it
take
is.
that.
That's pretty good. Okay, so Nocturne, you hear what sounds like voices during the middle of the night. It sounds like two individuals talking to each other. And one of the voices you have heard before and know decently well at this point, it does sound like the unknown. The other voice is a hissing, whispering voice that you can't really tell what they're saying. It doesn't even really sound like it's speaking a language in which you know, nor does it really even sound like the unknown is speaking a language in which you know.
Well, since we share room walls, I'm gonna come over here and press my ear against the wall and see if I can hear more.
Uh,
Um,
Go ahead. What were
yeah.
you saying?
And I listen not to figure out what he's saying, but for his tones to see if he's angry or sad or try and discern out some emotion from his tone.
Okay. From what you understand of what's happening, you cannot understand the language that is being spoken in. But from what you can hear, you can definitely tell that the whispering, hissing voice sounds upset. But the unknown himself just sounds like himself. He sounds like he doesn't really care. He sounds a little flippant.
All right.
What a fun word.
I know, I love that word.
Uh, what do I want to
What
do?
does flippant even mean?
Like he doesn't care. Look it up.
I don't want to.
We have
Oh,
Google.
murder him with your education.
I don't feel like putting any more effort into my education anymore, if I'm being completely honest.
I'm gonna knock on his door and see if he answers.
As you knock on his door, all noise just stops. And he comes over and will answer the door. He'll look at you and he'll say, "Yes. Can I help you?"
I thought I heard something, and I was wondering if you were okay.
Everything is fine in here. Just needed to talk to someone.
Hmm.
I can understand how that can be. Is there no one here you feel comfortable talking with?
It's not a comfortability thing. It's more something that needed to be discussed.
I can't say that sounds promising for our team's safety.
Oh, don't worry. Your team is exactly where it needs to be.
Isn't that creepy?
That's that's even less reassuring. You are bad at this. You seem like a direct guy. Who were you talking to?
Let me call him or her rather, a former employer. See if I can pull up the name of who he's talking to. Does the name Neophilus mean anything to you?
Who is?
Yeah, Phyllis. Should it?
You
Do a
can,
religion check.
yeah, you can roll a religion check for that.
Okay. I couldn't remember who my deity person was. So. Religion.
Jesus.
Oh, it does.
You've
Yeah.
heard the name Neophilus before, but you haven't heard much about that name, only that it is an emissary of a deity of sorts. Hello.
So I asked how he
X
was
Raptor 420,
employed.
thank you for the follow.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the follow. Real appreciate it.
I asked him how he came to be contracted to them.
That is of little concern.
I think it's of large concern when we don't know you and we're dealing with the safety of multiple people. There has to be a level of trust.
And as I stated, they are more of a former employer. I just wish to pass a message.
If they're a former employer, why are they relevant now?
Simply because the emissary wished to speak.
I'd like to trust you, but you're not giving me much room, and I'm here as a healer and I have to try and protect everyone.
He kind of looks at you sideways and says, "I'm sorry that you feel that I cannot be trusted, but certain things are just better left unknown."
Then what can you tell us to give us more trust in you?
Only that the conversation of which you overheard has nothing to do with anything here.
I got a big dick.
I wasn't even asking about the conversation. I meant about you and your history. Anything. You're a stranger to all of us.
I am a stranger to myself. I do not have memories of my history or of my past.
You'd have to remember so far back. I understand you lost your memory at a certain point, but if you had no memory at all, you wouldn't even know why you were here.
You saying this, he kind of sighs in an exasperated tone and goes and sits on the edge of his bed. And he'll just kind of gesture for you to come inside if you want to.
I follow him in, yeah.
Okay. So, yoink. He'll just kind of head in his hands is gonna give you his history, and this is something that you have like heard in passing before. You've known about this, maybe not something that you fully remember until he started saying it. But he begins to tell you that he was found on a seaside village, well to the east or well to the west rather. Uh, and he washed up ashore with absolutely no memories. No one knows where he was from. Nobody even understands how he was dressed. He points at the stuff that he's wearing and he says, I still wear the same clothes to this day. I've taken very good care of them. And he begins to tell you that he's gone from village to village, just simply wandering at first, but then he ran across one village that was in need of help and he decided to assist them. He began moving south from there and then began moving back to the northeast again until he found himself in Amalia, which he grew to enjoy being in Amalia and decided to stay there. And it was only maybe a few weeks after that that he had ran into you and you had brought him to the group. Altogether, he says the entire time from him waking up to today is only a month or two.
I ask him if he's retained his knowledge of spells from before he woke up, or if he's managed to gain all of this knowledge in the month.
He flickers a flame in his hands as he responds, and he says, I was lucky enough to have found some of my books with me. The books are written in my handwriting, or so I've been told. My handwriting that I write now does very much resemble this, so I do believe that this was one of my spell books that I had before my unfortunate accident, whatever it may have been.
I asked him how he found himself helpful with no knowledgeable skills.
Well, he just told you he had knowledge of his skills.
Well, no, you said he helped different villages. Was that manual labor? Was that with his spells?
Well, he said that he just said that he awoke with his spell book next to him. And that's how he retained knowledge of his skills and his spells, was because he reread over his spell book.
You're not smelling what I'm stepping in. I'm asking, how did you find yourself useful if you only woke up with your spells? Did you do manual labor for these villages? Did you do special quests for them? Were you protection? What did you do to make yourself useful in your situation?
Different things here and there. Helped out a farmer at one time. He had to teach me much of what I know now. But yeah, I went around helping as much as I could. I enjoyed it. He says, kind of glaring at you.
I mean, everybody finds things they enjoy. That's cool. I asked him if he has any scars or markings that would help lend to his history. Maybe we can help him find out about himself.
He kind of chuckles and says, that is the reason why I do not remove my clothes.
Quagmire just flashed in my head. I guess I would ask for clarification on that because there's a difference in scarring from battle and if he would say tattooed with something, or scarification, which is a ritual.
He begins to slightly unbutton the top of his shirt, only unbuttoning a few buttons, and then he spreads the shirt to show his skin. And you can tell that it was very badly burned at one point in time.
I nod solemnly and say I understand.
He begins to button it back up.
I tell him that most of the members of the party have been skeptical of him at one point or another, and for this to be a trusting and fair exchange, he has to be willing to share certain information, because we're all strangers to a certain extent. It's not an inherent distrust in that he's evil. It's we don't know you, just like they don't know me.
He kind of tilts his head back and forth, kind of playing around with that thought in his head, and says, I can understand that. You are in a danger that is unknown to you to begin with. Nothing like this has ever happened in these lands that I've heard of. So, a stranger in a strange land would be considered fairly strange. But I cannot tell you much more that you do not already know.
Tell us about your giant penis.
I
He looks down his pants and goes, yeah.
remind him that not all the members of our party are the brightest, and one got a laugh out of terrifying a man because he thought he killed a girl. Repeating things is bad.
He slightly chuckles at that and says, yes, I've seen.
I ask him if he feels like he knows anything that's pertinent to what we're dealing with, or what he thinks about the little girl.
Kind of shakes his head back and forth, or not shakes, but like tilts his head back and forth again, playing with the notion that he might know. He seems to take a while to think of it. But he says that... God, I can't even think of what he's going to say. Shit. Ask your question one more time.
I ask him if he knows anything that he feels would be relevant to our situation, and I ask him how he feels about the little girl.
Well, I have knowledge of the undead, if that is something that you think would be helpful, but you seem to have had knowledge of that as well.
That's how I can tell you had the undead air about you.
He looks at you, kind of looks at you strangely, and just mouths undead air.
I checked while we were in... Yeah. I checked while we were in battle when the Ashwang left. I wanted to see what was going on because nobody stopped to think that there was something more.
You know, the Muffin Man.
He kind of, his eyes grow a little bit wider, as if slightly surprised, and chuckles to himself, and he says, you, one that talks of trust, are the one that is untrusting seemingly of all of them.
It wasn't trust or distrust, but nobody knew what that Ashwang was doing and if there were more. I'd rather go into a battlefield knowing what I'm facing than going in blind.
That's all he really says. He just says,
I tell him the little girl makes me uneasy. Not only is it unusual, given the circumstances, for anybody to be here, let alone a small child who does not seem to have the greatest of constitutions. Something seems off.
The little girl...
I mean, it seems like she's having a bad day. I think we just caught her on a bad day.
Maybe. The little girl seems to just be frightened. She claims, and of all claims of where she was found, she claims that her parents were very powerful wizards. Perhaps it is her magic that protected her from whatever happened to this village, but not themselves. It's quite unfortunate for them. As for her constitution, she's just a little girl. You wouldn't expect them to wear armor and go charging in with armies.
We can, though. We can teach her.
I tell him that I've never known a parent to leave a child an orphan.
Perhaps it wasn't by choice.
I just shake my head and said something's off here, and I can't place it.
It may be. The girl may warrant more thorough investigation, but I think that is for another time. For her own sake as well as yours, I think it's best to let that subject lie. As
I
for
nod my
another question that you have asked, how I feel of her, she intrigues me.
I nod my head and ask what piqued his interest.
He kind of stares up at the ceiling for a second and then just says the fact that she is even here. Perhaps that building was strong enough to protect her, or perhaps there is something within her that protected her herself. I do not know, but whatever it is that took the villagers from this place was unnatural, and more than likely magic in nature. How did it not bother her?
I reply, saying maybe it's because she's so much like you.
Kind of looks at you awkwardly, one eyebrow raised style, and chuckles and says, so much like me and a girl I have never met. It's a possibility, I assume. Perhaps time will
A
tell.
girl, a girl who has no family and no history beyond what she can try to remember about her parents, who has no answers to what's happening. And I kind of just look at him like, she's not like you at all.
Do you remember the times when you were a child? Do you remember frolicking and playing when you were at her age? Time is fleeting when it comes to memory. This saying with like some emphasis behind his voice, some irritation behind his voice, as if you said something mocking him. Uh, Perhaps it is that when we are younger, we just simply lose those memories faster. Plus, she
I
is a
shake my
little girl.
I shake my head and tell him I mean no offense, but who else could understand what it's like to be truly alone right now with strangers?
He scowls at you as you say that, and
It's
you can tell as he responds, he's trying not to raise his voice and he's trying not to wake up people around him, but he's fairly upset now. And he says she understands nothing of being alone. Her parents may have been here just days ago. I have been by myself for these months, and possibly even more.
how long does time feel to a child? The length of your loneliness does not negate the fact she's alone now and looking for comfort, and so are you.
He seems to calm down a little bit and responds with, there may be something in what you say, but only time shall tell.
I think it'll be best for us if we both go back to bed and try and get a good night's rest. I'm sorry for disrupting you.
It is fine.
Meow.
Uh,
Go back.
Just through the wall. Like, oh,
Meow.
thanks. Break down the wall.
I'm out.
Uh, you you do hear as the whispers return a little bit, but they do not return for long. It's perhaps maybe a couple of seconds, and then they're gone.
Did you cut them by yourself?
Okay.
You did a really good
sounds like some small dick energy, my dude.
so. Oh, I have to go in at work today at 9 p.m.
What is happening?
I don't know.
No,
I'm tired. French, are you still here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyways,
That was a long session of roleplay that didn't. I'm sleeping, so
Yeah, it's true.
it's good roleplay though. Good roleplay.
Does
That's
anybody
cool.
else have anything else that happens during the night, or is that it for the time
My
being?
friend Buddha's costume, and he lets me sometimes.
Nope. I sleep soundly and like a baby. Well, I guess I'm not soundly like a baby. I got an arrow wound, but I sleep as well as one can with an arrow wound.
Sleep like a giant 300-pound baby.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
it is
Yeah, it's
1900 now, so we're gonna go ahead and end this.
I'm gonna take a look.
Basically, to end it, I'm just gonna say that you all get a full rest. As the guards, you probably ended up leaving a note with the guards in order to wake you up at a certain time, and having seen that you were injured and everything that was going on, they chose instead to not wake you up at any given time that you requested them to. They've rather let you sleep in, which ended up making it so you slept a little bit longer than you intended to. As well as you will be receiving +1 to your levels for this session.
Hell yeah,
Yes.
brother.
So when we return, you guys will be at level 6 now.